Good morning, guys. It is Thursday, April 25th. Ooh, we love days that equal 7. Okay, so numbers for today. We'll go with the breakdown first since there is just so many. We have 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, and 7, 7. Okay, so starting with the numbers of the day. Oh, that means extreme forward movement. Okay, with the Capricorn energy, we might be having a hard time. You notice that the number 6 was missing. 6 is about needs, it's about healing, it's about social responsibility, showing your love through service. You notice that's missing, right? Well, the moon is conjunct the Saturn, Pluto, and South Node. Okay, so this is a preview of the conjunction that's coming up shortly with Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node, where Pluto is already retrograde, okay, and at 23 degrees. And then we have Saturn, which will be going retrograde in, I believe, a day or two. I have to take a look at my... Yeah, the 27th, Saturn goes retrograde, and it stations retrograde at 20 degrees, right over the South Node, okay? So you're going to have to get your shit together, is all I'm saying. This is going to be a preview, okay, with the moon conjuncting. It's forming a stellium of Capricorn. A stellium is 3 or more planets in one sign where there's a concentration. Now, a conjunction is already a concentration, so this is like a concentrated concentration. This is some espresso, Capricorn espresso, pretty much. Okay, so numbers for the day are 25 and 23, which is a change that's bringing balance, and it's about information, ideas that also brings balance. This is all moving towards balance, writing things, okay, justice, making things fair. So there is enlightenment or disasters, depending upon your natal chart, okay, how things roll in your natal chart and how they jive with the natal chart for today, okay. The 23 is the number of confidence, where you're in harmony with your beliefs, in harmony with your boundaries. This is healthy self-esteem, so there's changes to the boundaries, and you have to be confident in it, because your new boundaries are what is creating this balance. If you're in a relationship, this is creating a balance between both of you by making promises to yourself. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh, 25 equals 7. Like I said, enlightenment or disasters. It could be harmony, heaven on earth, or it could be complete destruction. 23 equals 5, so that's about change. Okay, it could be gifts and surprises also. So 2020, so there's clarity and vision. There's something new that's creating a balance, or it's a new type of teamwork coming in. Then we have 23, like I'd mentioned before. So definite changes, definite surprises, definite assertion of boundaries, clear boundaries. And then we have 21 and 12, which both equal 3. Okay, that's information. It's authenticity. It's surrendering, going with the flow, coming from a higher perspective. And the higher perspective is your true authenticity. Okay, so like I said, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7, 7. Okay, I'll shut up now. I just wanted to explain that to you guys. Now, last week's horoscope seemed really wordy and seemed really long, but this coming week's one is, I'm just kind of like, oh my God. Usually I have an introduction before I begin the actual horoscope by the day. before I recount the horoscope. And the summary is usually like, you know, on the paper it's this much. Maybe that's, you know, that's pretty thick. This time it's about half the page, and I'm going, oh my God, I got some editing to do, but it's just because there's an extraordinary amount of information connected to what's coming in. So I may even have to, you guys may have noticed that I think the horoscope was a little bit longer than normal. Okay, and they're going to be like that because, you know, as I get channeled information, even the research work I do to compose the horoscopes, I get a little bit of additional information, especially when we have like 3 or 4 number 3s in the daily numbers. Okay, so just to let you guys know, I've been getting downloads. They've never really stopped. They've been of different magnitudes and of different kinds. Like some was information, some was DNA upgrades. I'm just beginning to distinguish between them two, and then sometimes I get the DNA upgrades and a couple days later I find out that the upgrades were neurotransmitters, so I now have additional information in my brain that I didn't have before. And that is the reason why when chunks come out reversed, I tell you guys, I read them right side up, but I also tell you guys that it takes approximately 2 to 3 days to have access to this information, or 2 to 3 days before you realize something, or 2 to 3 days before something comes into play, particular energies or ideas come into play. All right, and without further ado, I'll shut the hell up. Spirit, please, energies for today, Thursday, April 25th. What energy surrounds us? Well, immediately 3 universe cards, so the universe is doing a lot of work right now. I can feel it. So, not to point anything out, but it is 4, 5, 6, 7, 16. It is a 7-month, and today is the 7th day. So, actually, we have 3 7s, which I always say is a jackpot. This could be where you find out that somebody has secretly been against you. Or no, actually, it will come out in the open. I guess for a while it was secret. They, you know, kind of like muttering under your breath so somebody can't hear. Somebody kept their shit to themselves, and if they freak out today, or if they freaked out in the last 2 or 3 days, or in the next 2 or 3 days from today, you're going to be able to tell if they're with you or against you, and then you can make a decision, or you can spin on it a little bit and then make a final decision. That's pertaining to this judgment card that's reversed. Okay, it's not time yet. It could also be because the judgment card is represented by Pluto that rules Scorpio. Okay, things may not be clear yet, and this could be about internal judgment, and it can also be about karma, somebody not receiving their karma yet. Pluto did go retrograde, so this could just be saying Pluto retrograde is going to be important. No, we'll find out in a little bit. So when I'm doing these cards, when I'm getting downloads, I'm literally channeling, and I'll throw information in there, and sometimes I'll say stuff that will make sense later, but the thing is I don't remember. I have to, besides editing to find a title, I have to watch them over again because I don't necessarily remember everything that comes out in the reading, and sometimes I have to recap myself. Not every reading is for me too, I mean, but somebody out there needs the messages that are coming in. And, you know, these are general, but they're general for the collective. It's not for everybody. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can come on down to Pop Shop. I'm not very expensive. And I can help you with identifying what energy blocks surround you, what keeps you from your abundance. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's way too much. I will take the ones that hit the floor just because they're face side up. Looks like it's going to be another long reading, guys. Sorry. Okay. Judgment. Pluto retrograde. Okay. So a lot of people are going to be taking a look at power issues, okay, with the North Node in Cancer and the South Node in Capricorn also. This totally speaks to the conjunction because this is Capricorn energy right here. Okay, so this is going to affect growth. Pluto retrograde is about transformation, internal transformation. A lot of stuff going on here, guys. I keep hearing little deaths, and I don't like what it's implying right now. Little deaths with the devil and the empress may mean that somebody's having a miscarriage. Or this may mean stillborn with Pluto retrograde. Now, we've been seeing a lot of deaths as in different ways. Physical deaths, you may have more than one person around you that has passed away, a family member, a friend, people from high school, neighbors. Death has touched you in a lot of ways, okay? And like I said, not just physical, there's mentally and there's spiritually too. A lot of people feel like they've died inside, or they're going to be feeling. This is a preview, okay? This is a preview of that cold, dark place that Capricorn and Pluto brings. Now we've got Saturn going retrograde too. That is a time when Daddy's going to come in and say, you need to get your shit straight. They spank you if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And we are supposed to be aligning. We are supposed to be coming from a place of love, not hate, anger, or fear, okay? We're supposed to be coming from a place of gratitude, being grateful that we are living, because we are divine beings. We can have anything we want. We can create anything we want. Saturn's going to come in and give you a couple bitch slaps and be like, wake up. You did this to yourself. Okay? And then the Pluto, which has already kicked in, people are already going through this hard feeling. It's really hard to keep the faith right now, but you're going to have to look at things differently. Take whatever energy you have, negative energies, and try and transmute that into something completely different. If you're feeling like dying, well, then you need to take a look at what is around you. What makes life worth living? Is it your children? Is it your job? Is it where you live? Is it the fact that you can get out of bed every day when your neighbor can't even walk? Is it the fact that you ate, you were able to sleep, you have shelter over you when there's so many people that are homeless in this world? What is it that you don't have that you are crying about? Because, you know, if you have just one person who loves you, and I do mean one, referring to mainly yourself, then you should be grateful. You should be grateful to be alive. I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent. No, I'm not sorry. This is what they asked me to do. This is what came out of my mouth. Okay, so there's a lot of people who are going to make the wrong choices. They're going to choose to screw themselves up, self-sabotage, because the devil is Capricorn energy. Okay, it's about two different things, okay? There's always a shadow side to every single sign, to every single planet. Saturn rules Capricorn. So when Saturn comes home, I mean, Saturn's already home, Daddy's home, okay? Now Daddy's going internal. Everything that's inside you, deep-rooted habits, deep-rooted addictions, anything that you're dependent or codependent on, anything you draw energy from to replace energy that you should have, as in power, love, Energy. Energy. I forgot where I was going with this, guys. They're pumping information into my head right now. Capricorn being the devil, self-sabotage. It is time to put down anything that has kept you chained. Any habits, dependencies, addictions. And there's all kinds of addictions, guys. I know I specifically mentioned drugs and alcohol, but you know, there's pills, there's shopping, there's gambling, there's sex, and that's just physical things, okay? Then we go to the mental things, which is repetitive thoughts, OCD, compulsion, obsessions, stalking people because of how you think. And then there's spiritual, going around in circles, blind faith instead of having hope and faith, believing what people tell you rather than judging for yourself and rolling with your own beliefs and your conclusions and beliefs. So there's a lot of information that's coming out here too, okay? But we can't have good without bad. So you're going to see another definite split of the good people who've done a lot of the work already. These, whatever comes up to the surface now, is not going to be so hard, or you're going to be able to overcome it because you're already looking at things, at situation as crises, as ways to overcome and rise above. Okay, you're going to have immediately shit goes down. You're going to have a bunch of ideas how to conquer this cycle. For some of you, you will be left in the wake of a death, raising a child, or having a child by yourself or on your own. This says a lot of single parents. Why do I say that? Well, the Pluto retrograde, the codependency, and the Empress. Empress can be ideas, fertilization. It can also be children or childbirth, a time where you're fertile. Okay, so we've had a lot of people breaking up with their partners in order to get rid of this sucky bitching person that drains them of their resources. Okay, so now that you're free and clear of this person, you're clear to manifest things, but now you're left with this child that you've got to take care of on your own. Now, either this person isn't coming back because they've passed, or they're deep in addiction, or they're wrapped up in their demons that they can't get out of it, and there is no healthy option but to walk away and be single. Okay, Three of Cups reversed and single. You are not getting back with this person. This person is not coming back. You don't want to be with them. Okay, you want to be by yourself. For some of you others that were not in a relationship, there was an idea or belief that you were clinging to, and you're slowly finding out that this is not real, or you're seeing clues that what you believed is a ruse or fake or a mask. You could be finding out that you had a secret enemy working against you energy-wise, or somebody was doubting your ideas. You want those toxic people out of your life. And since you've released them, or released these toxic things, addictions, repetitive cycles, took back your energy, took back your power, stopped giving them time and attention, and just took care of yourself, stayed in your own lane, you found that you have all this abundance. Nine of Pentacles, or Nine of this in this case, is about abundance. It's also about living your best life by yourself. Independent. Doesn't mean you're not in a relationship. It just means you're independent. You don't rely on anyone for anything, even if you have children or you're pregnant. You're figuring out how to create a legacy to take care of your family, to take care of your children. Okay, and something about abstaining from sex. Maybe you don't have enough energy, or Nine of Pentacles also doesn't give out energy to where it's not deserved. You know, this is not my circus, not my monkeys card. If it doesn't concern you or affect you directly, you need to keep your energy to yourself. Don't get involved in something that's potentially energy draining, or draining on your resources, period. And you just remove yourself from that situation. It also could mean that you don't really feel like partying. You're busy working on yourself. So you may not have time to, you may not feeling real, not that you're not feeling loving, but you may not feel like having sex. You may be too tired because you're working on your own pentacles. Or you just may not be interested, either because you're pregnant or you just, I'm over it, I'm too busy, I don't have time for that. It is not prominent in your life at this time. You're busy, you've got some goals that you need to work on, some things that you've wished for a while, okay? Ooh, King of Cups and Ace of Cups, ooh, baby. So for those of you who are in a relationship and you guys are still together at this time, you've been hoping for love, and finally somebody has shown you that they really truly love and care for you. Okay, they were able to be vulnerable at some point, but they still keep that under control, although you can feel the magnetism when you two guys are together. You have real love. You know you have real love. That was one of the things that you needed. For some of you guys, you needed to know that you were loved and supported at home to be able to go out in the world and create those pentacles. So there could be some of you guys that are finally in union right now, to where you're beginning to build. You're working together on finances, even though both of you are scared and feel fearful to go all in. There is a showing of being all in. We don't know yet. The final decision has not come yet. Okay, we will see. We will see which road the partner takes. Okay, and for those of you who are single, you are making plans for your future. Okay, you're also trying your best to hold it together, even though you really want to fall apart. You know that you have to concentrate on yourself and love yourself first. Okay, so you're beginning to have a new respect, a new love for yourself. And then we have the Emperor. Minding your castle. Minding your business, minding your castle. The Emperor is about control. It's about power. It's about aggressively going after what you want. So somebody could fall in love with you, love at first sight. This could be the match to you, because we got the Emperor and the Empress. Somebody here is a vibratory match. This is on the verge of God and Goddess. Both of you guys have ascended, and you've taught each other. One person kicked it off. It raised the other person's vibration. This person is vibrating high, which causes this person to step up and vibrate high. So, you know, it's I would say it's a race, but it's not a race. We are side by side leveling up. Divine male and divine female. I just heard all over the world tonight. So, I don't know. Maybe something's happening tonight because of that conjunction. You're going to see something tonight. Okay, you're either... what was I going to say? Capricorn is big business energy. It's male energy. And the moon is emotions, needs, and comfort zone. Saturn is order, limitations, strengths, responsibilities, commitments, and discipline. Pluto, retrograde is karma. Well, Saturn is karma too. They're both karma. They work together. Regeneration, transformation, power, and obsession. And the South Node is past lives, talents, and karmic debts. Okay, so altogether, this is like a Dark Night of the Soul trailer, and in the horoscope, I called it Coming Soon to a Theater of Pain Near You. Okay, so if somebody's unbalanced, they're literally going to freak the fuck out on you, a lunatic, okay, like a crying baby who cannot be consoled. Things are so horrible, it's the end of the world, the sky is falling kind of bullshit. Okay, whereas if they are truly ascending and working on being balanced and doing the fair thing, doing the right thing, do the right thing, I hear. They'll be sensitive and they're going to just trust that they're exactly where they're supposed to be and trust that their abundance will come in because it's here. But it all depends on, I just heard, how you're going to act, basically, okay? Eight of Cups. There's something that needs to be sacrificed. That's going to come with this transformation. There is a recurring cycle that needs to stop. For some of you, it's reoccurring dreams. For some of you, it's reoccurring nightmares. For some of you, it's reoccurring guilt. So there could be, it gives me the feeling that somebody talks about things over and over and over again, and it's obvious that this is a trauma, and they have never ever recovered from this because they still talk about it like it was yesterday, and then they talk about it some more, and their feelings haven't changed or grown or dissipated since the last time they've talked about it. Okay, so they're stuck in this cycle of pain, and they can't get out. They can't find a way to express this, to dissipate the energy, okay? That's how you heal. Every time you feel something and recognize how you feel about something, it disperses some of that energy. Every time an energy is transmuted, it loses a little bit of energy in that transfer, okay? It doesn't completely go away, but it lessens over time. That is the process of healing. We don't just go like this, okay, all forgotten, and then, you know, instantly feel better. It's a process. It's a process of the mind. It's a process of the physical. It's a process of the mind first, because we have to create that reality of that belief that we are exactly where we're supposed to be, and then put our faith in that. And once you put your faith in that, it instantly, well, not instantly, it makes things better. It brings back the hope. We already got 3 8s in here, I'm seeing, just in this little chunk here. So 8th is 8th house, which is Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto. It's about your ability to cope, period, okay, with whatever, with with the physical natures, with the spiritual nature, with the mental nature of things, basically of yourself, the self. It's always been about the self. Okay, changing yourself changes your world. You change your insides, it vibrates out to the outside, and it becomes a bubble, and the bubble extends, and the more people doing that, our bubbles will connect. This is an energy bubble. Our energy bubbles connect, and we form a grid all over the earth. So when you vibrate high, you literally and physically raise the earth's vibrations, okay? That's what light workers do. We raise vibrations in a multitude of ways. We're all divine beings of light, so you all have a part to play in raising the vibrations of humanity, period, of the earth. 888, infinity, legacy, leadership, executive, inheritance, taxes, death. You're going to find these are reoccurring themes. A lot of you guys have been getting a lot what you wish for. You're seeing some things that are beginning to make you believe. Some of you are fully in believing and practicing. 8 of Cups. So you have to realize that everything you've had to sacrifice was in favor of something better. You're ridding yourself of your old, unconsciously created reality, which was your legacy. It was also your parents' legacy. You are healing everybody from the past. Your ancestors, your parents, your grandparents, nobody in the future, nobody after you. This is it. You are fully present. You're creating the present to ensure a future. 8 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and 8 of Swords. You're going to know when you need to leave something, a person, place, or thing behind, or an idea behind. You're realizing some new things. Then Eight of Wands, signs. This is, you're going to see manifestations should be speeding up the higher that you vibrate, because you attract them to you like a magnet, because you are aligned. You're aligning with the correct energy to manifest these things. And that's because you're not giving out your energy where it's not required. Okay, where it's not in your best interest, you are not giving out your energy anymore. Okay, now there's still a situation in your love relationship. You guys are beginning to build finances together, and you're a little unsure if you should keep giving, because you've been giving this whole time, and it's been forcing the other person to level up. They were selfish, they were greedy, they took, and now you're beginning to build together. You guys have decided that it's solid, you have a solid commitment, or you're making solid promises to yourself. Okay, I'm going to sacrifice this, but should I put my money towards this? What should I invest my money in? There's questions. Where should I invest? You want to invest in practical areas, but a lot of you guys are moving, so you're wondering about, should I just take care of myself, or should I help them with the cleanup of their home? It's me, them, and us. That is, how does this work? How does the mechanics of building finances work in a young couple when we've never had a healthy example? Okay, so there's a lot of questions. You're not sure what to do. You may be feeling a little guilty, or you're questioning, should I be feeling guilty? Where is my responsibility in this? Saturn retrograde, the responsibility. What is my obligation in this project that we're doing? What are my obligations in your home? What is my obligations in my home? Okay, some of you guys may be leaving both of your residences and moving in together at one abode. A lot of you guys have been moving due to job changes or displacement or just leveling up. So you may be feeling guilty about where you're putting your energy at this time, and are unsure just how much to invest in the relationship that is changing from codependent to interdependent. King of Wands. Ooh, they are horny for you. They are very passionate. King of Wands, this represents sloth, okay? Wisdom, confronting problems head on. This is destiny. Now, I think we had this the other day where it was the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So somebody right now is very, very passionate and fired up, wanting to do some things. This could concern the move. This could concern work. This could concern whatever house is prominent right now. Pluto and Capricorn. Capricorn is the 10th house. So go from there. Whatever it is, there's some forward movement. There is facing and confronting Pluto retrograde. So you guys are both having the same problem. How much do I invest, and where do I invest it? Should I feel guilty, or feeling guilty that you're not investing in practical means? Princess of Pentacles could also be discussion. You guys could be discussing or talking about what needs to go where, what needs to be sacrificed. Some of you guys could have been hoarding for a long time, so you're kind of spring cleaning, getting rid of a lot of things, and you're gonna find that you're gonna have signs. You're gonna see the signs, what needs to be thrown away. Like you're gonna be cleaning up the garage, and you're gonna pick something up and go, honey, how long has it been since you used this? Oh, it's been about 3 years. Should we throw it away? And it falls apart in your hand. That's a sign. Throw it away. Get rid of it. Okay, so there could be some discussion as to some cleaning up, feeling guilty, feeling shame, talking about what's practical, finances, practical obligations, financial obligations. I'm sorry, it's in like a mix of information. I'm just telling you what's coming into my head. It looks like a ball of words that's like wrapped in a yarn ball. That's what they're showing me. You know, things are all tied up, things are all jumbled. I don't know if that yarn is representative of a timeline, but it'll roll out and you'll see the signs. It'll let you know when it's time to do something, when it's time to get rid of something, when it's time to make a decision about something. So I get the feeling that you two guys, one person is really wanting to work. They're fired up right now. They could be angry. And then the Queen of Pentacles is cool, calm, and collected, very grounded. She's a boss. She's definitely a boss. She's generous. She rules with the green fist. All is fair. Kind, generous, understands the flow of energy, understands the law of attraction, very resourceful, kind, and nurturing. This is good fortune due to excellent management. Sorry, I was trying to hear what they were trying to tell me, but I don't think it was relevant to this. Not too much. I think it was a personal message. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is like this, which means this is reversed. Queen of Swords and Four of Cups. Yeah, so at this point, there's, you don't even need to think about what you want in love. You already have it. Ace of Cups over here. What you need to do is define how this relationship should go. This is brand new. You're creating the rule book. Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, there's a... You're not cutting them out yet. You're not wanting to break free from them. You just want to be independent in the relationship. This is your person. There's no question. Oh, and these two are reversed. Ace of Wands and Nine of Swords. Okay. Both reversed. Okay, so somebody could not want to move. They could not want to move, but even though they have to, there could be some kind of delay. Why does it feel like Mercury? Oh, I was going to say, why does it feel like Mercury retrograde? But I think there's a couple of planets with Mercury next. There's some transits with Mercury next week that even warns to be careful of traveling. It's like a Mercury retrograde. There might be some delays to starting a new project, to starting a new business, to moving, to starting a new job. There's definitely some brakes being pumped. I think it might be Saturn involved in the mix, slowing you down, these three retrograde planets. But it feels like there's going to be some delays. This also is encouraging you to have faith and know that divine timing is in play here. You all, you know, your tendency would be to say, why is this happening to me? Why? That is not what you should be saying. You shouldn't be asking why. You should be saying, I know it'll happen when it's time. You need to train your brain to think positively. Okay? Because once you go, why is this happening to me? Listen to yourself. That's victim mentality. It's happening to you because you created it. Okay? This is the process, how it works. If you believe and have faith, you're giving more energy to that stone that's going to roll it faster and faster, okay? Speed of manifestations, it will speed up the more energy you invest in it. Don't invest your energy in self-sabotage by jumping back into why me, victim mentality. Okay, be responsible for yourself. Realize that you're exactly where you need to, and it's happening for a reason. Ten of Pentacles, and when you realize that, you will be protected. You have friends and family around you. You're protected with resources all around you. Ask and you shall receive exactly when you need it. Okay, you're no more, even though you're stressing about money to pay bills right now, you're still eating. You still have somewhere to sleep. You still have somewhere to bathe. You still have people who love you. right? Okay, be grateful. This is encouraging us to be grateful. Oh, the Fool. Trust, motherfucker. Okay? Believe it. Believe, ask, believe, and receive. You need to trust in yourself and trust in the universe that they're bringing you exactly what you need when you need it. Ooh, brand new cycle. Or maybe this is that you're finally beginning to trust in yourself, have confidence in yourself and the universe. Okay? Starting over. I just heard that. John Lennon, starting over. It's time to start over. From the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good love. Okay. I will say whatever they put into my head. Sorry, guys. That's just what they're telling me. Okay, look at that. Encouragement. Kaukahi, perseverance, standing alone. 19, perseverance, beginnings and endings. Okay, there has to be a beginning. There has to be an ending in order to create a beginning. My intention is to be a sacred, unwavering bridge between my soul's purpose and the actualization of my dreams. Perseverance is often thought of as a personality trait associated with the ability to suffer through, right? 888, 8th house. Where am I? Perseverance is also the bridge between your soul's calling and the actualization of your dreams, manifesting. And here's an old one right here, an old dream, an old wish. By aligning with the infinite energy of your soul and the passion of your heart, you will gain the strength to stand alone in your vision and push forward despite resistance or obstacles. Okay, didn't I say that, guys? You have to align, but there's going to be some obstacles that will get in your way. Just have faith, guys. And I'm going to leave you on that note. Love you guys. I'll see you guys later.